Blech.
Hello!
Oh, hello.
I wanted to catch you at the end of you drinking.
Hello there!
Tim drowned.
Yeah, out of fright. Ooh.
I don't know about that. Welcome to the long and short of it.
The Halloween special.
Woo! Because we're
spooky.
so late on recording.
Yeah.
Because
It's been a little while.
school, we're already at Halloween.
Yeah!
Before we were talking about Warped Tour in July.
And it was hot and we had to have the fan on.
I'm dating ourselves, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did have to have the fan on.
The seasons have changed a
Now
lot.
we're sitting in blankets.
Yeah. Our nice cozy blankets.
Yeah.
Nice
It's
and
much
warm and
nicer.
snuggly.
Less annoying. Less wanting to die because I can't have the windows open.
While recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's perfect.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween!
I'm Deanna.
I'm Tim.
I didn't say that.
That's fine. We're the long and short of it. Halloween special.
What are we doing today, Tim?
Halloween things. We got pumpkins
trick-or-treating?
carved. No,
Oh.
that would be
What's the
weird.
point?
That would be kind of interesting. Doing
Podcast
a
with
podcast
a-
of just like going around trick-or-treating at 22 years old.
When was the last time you went trick-or-treating? Age-wise.
I don't know.
I know mine. Or grade-wise, if you can't think of... Was it, like, young?
No, it was I want to say middle school. Like, true trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
But towards the end of it, it was hit or miss because every once in a while I would either get sick on Halloween or it would just be a smaller group of my friends and I. It was probably high school, actually, because I was supposed to meet up with my friend Zach, and then he wasn't there
Ouch.
because because one of our other friends that we were meeting up with got lost and he had to go find her, and this was before I had my phone.
Oh.
So my dad just like drove me to the library where we were supposed to meet, and then he just wasn't there, and I was like, huh.
Stood up on Halloween.
Yeah,
You say Halloween or Halloween?
Halloween.
It's supposed to be Halloween, but I would never say that in my life. Just like I don't say Deathly Hallows. I say Deathly Hallows.
Hallows.
Fun fact about me, I don't say it right, but it's fine. The last time I trick-or-treated was in high school as well. I trick-or-treated all the way up until senior year of high school too. Because I was a loser, but not really. I just wanted
No.
free candy. That's literally it. And I also love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year. Also my sister's birthday, so can't wait for that.
Woo!
Woo!
Double trouble.
So Halloween was always a big deal in my house, as it was. But I just like the idea of dressing up and getting free candy.
Were you ever shunned away from houses because you were too old?
Nope, because I always had such a good costume.
Okay.
In high school, I always went with just probably one person. So my friend and we went as Mario and Luigi, I think
Nice.
2 years in a row. And then I went with Mei Lin one year, and I was Iron Man. And I had...
Okay, yeah. The mask kind of hides your age
Yeah.
and your entire face.
Also, Mei Lin and I are quite short.
Yeah.
So it did not
look
matter.
at these 8-year-olds.
And I'm pretty sure she was... I want to say she was Spider-Man. Or something. I feel like she was also a hero. So,
Yeah.
Not only did we not get denied, we also were complimented. We were like...
There you
They
go.
were like, you're one of, the best costumes we've seen, all night, and stuff like that. So, also, the Mario and Luigi costumes were kind of the best idea ever, because we just wore Under Armour under overalls, and I have to say, overalls super comfortable. Had
Mhm.
a kangaroo pouch pocket in the front.
Yeah.
That's where we kept our phones, and then they were skinny jeans, so they were stretchy, and then they kept us
Okay.
warm because it was relatively cold, and then we
Yeah.
just had fake dollar mustaches, and
To also hide your face.
yeah, and then a hat. It was good. I really used to deck out for Halloween.
I'd say we still deck out for Halloween.
Yeah, but I'm not buying just a dollar mask. Now I used to, or that's what I do now.
Yeah, what were you this year?
I was Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th movies. I'm always, it's a very classic for me to do a hockey mask serial killer, since I love hockey so much. So I always wear my Flyers shirt, and I reprised it from Italy 2 years ago because I was able to buy a dollar mask there.
And carry a dull knife.
And carry a dull knife. Everyone hated me then. They still hated me this year. Everyone was very nervous the entire time.
Yeah.
I've been using a knife since I was 5. I think I can handle it. I was very aware of where everyone was, and if there were too many people around, I put it down.
How very responsible of you.
I know. What a responsible serial killer.
Yeah. But you weren't a serial killer last year.
No. Last year. What were we, Tim?
Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I was totally Rick, clearly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. With your height.
I was Morty. That was like our most...
That was awesome.
That was our only dual costume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was still good. Everyone was like in love with it. I had to do the least amount of effort I've ever done in my life. I just borrowed
my shirt.
I borrowed Tim's yellow shirt, wore jeans, and put my hair back so it looked like I had a bowl cut. And that was it.
Yeah.
And Tim did all the hard work of getting a lab coat and spraying his hair blue.
Mm-hmm. It was worth it, though.
Yeah.
I think that was like one of the top
More
3
successful
costumes.
I was just going to ask what your favorite costume was that you've ever been.
Definitely when I was like a red Power Ranger for like 3 years in a row.
At what age?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
3
Halloween
days
hasn't
in a
even
row.
occurred yet.
They don't know that.
Oh, sorry.
We celebrated Halloween, though, yesterday.
Yeah.
At a friend's house. Where my friend Frank, shout out to Frank.
Aw, Frank.
Frank and I had a matching costume this year because he asked to. And we...
Yeah, he trumped me, so...
Yeah. Well, last year was you and I being Rick and Morty, so now Frank wanted some...
Action.
I was going to say piece of the pie, but okay.
Nah, same thing.
Action. And we dressed up in this show called My Hero Academia in their training uniforms of their school, UA High School. And then I got more colored hairspray to match the main character, Midoriya Deku Izuku.
What did we do? I did Iron Man 3 years in a row, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I did like senior year of high school, freshman year of college, and sophomore year of college. Tim was Danny Phantom freshman year. That was a good one.
On a budget.
We literally just put duct tape D on his shirt, and he wore black and a gray hat.
Mm-hmm.
And sophomore year, you were Timmy Turner?
I don't remember.
I feel like, I don't remember either. I know I have a picture, but I don't feel like finding it.
Yeah.
And then junior year, he was his favorite drummer, Luke Holland.
Yep.
While I was the serial killer. That was good. Halloween in Italy was top.
Yeah.
I have to say.
That was
Even
so
though it's
awesome.
like, it's still celebrated there. Not as big of a deal as it is in America, but I honestly thought it was more fun in Italy.
We didn't do any trick-or-treating.
No, but I was fine. Yeah. I didn't... They have better chocolate there anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like worth.
And we all just brought food.
And we also
hung out.
had the quickest pumpkin carving we've ever done. That's actually... So like traditions that me and Tim do together is that we always carve pumpkins. And last year we did a Nightmare Before Christmas themed. I did Jack and he did Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie.
But in junior year, I don't know what, we just like had the pumpkin and then everyone was like, the party's starting in 10 minutes. And like everyone had been filtering in and we were like, crap, we gotta do this. So we like carved it very, very quickly and then lit it using our stove.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Wait, your favorite costume was a Power Ranger? My favorite costume was...
And the Rick and Morty and the most recent one.
Oh, right.
Midoriya.
I think in college, I still like doing the Jason serial killer mask because it's just fun. But yeah, I think our most successful one was definitely the Rick and Morty one. But me personally, my most successful one ever, can you guess what it is? I've talked about it so many times. He doesn't even remember. It's fine, everyone.
Wow. Okay. We want to talk about not remembering things. We could make this a whole episode about specific things that Deanna forgets. on a daily basis.
What was my best costume?
I don't know. What do you mean by best? Like, did you most proud of?
When I was in kindergarten.
Oh, God.
I was mac and cheese.
Oh.
There's
I feel
pictures
like
of it.
I've only heard this once or twice.
Oh,
when
I
you
talk
tell
about it to the
people.
girls a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mac and cheese as a kid because I was obsessed with mac and cheese as the meal and as the meal.
As
like
the
what,
noodle?
like it would be anything else. And I still am. I still eat copious amounts of mac and cheese. But it was like a big deal for me as a kid. And my mom asked me what I wanted to be for Halloween. And I told her that. And my mom, being the great woman that she is, was just like, I'm not going to crush her creative soul. So she went to AC Moore, bought round styrofoam noodle-looking tube things, cut them in half, or quarters probably because I was small. And then bought like a sweatshirt and pants and sprayed them with orange and yellow spray paint. And then sprayed the like styrofoam things, glued them to me, and was like, there you go. And I went to a Catholic school. And you know what everyone else was? Like a saint.
Jesus.
Or something. Or like just something normal, like a Dracula. Yeah. And then we did this thing where you would walk around the town, or like around the block, and all the families could see you. And I was the most creative one out there, and everyone was so happy to see me. I heard people being like, yo, she looks like mac and cheese.
Yo, she looks like her
There's
costume.
a picture of me, and I look bomb, and the girl in front of me was an angel, and I was like, you're so lame.
So basic.
But then my other most successful one that I really liked that I ever did was I was a goalie, hockey goalie, and I say we fully committed to that because, meaning my father and I, he took me out and we bought goalie pads and a mask, a real mask, and a stick. And I mean, we already had sticks, but I think that was the first time I got a goalie stick. And, yeah, that was the shortest trick-or-treating run I've ever had in my life. I went pretty much around 2 blocks, and then my dad was like, are you tired yet? And I was like, yeah. Because the goalie pads were so heavy, and it was just so much effort to walk around in. But I won a costume contest that year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Early on, I remember being at my dad's house and just going around the block with a bunch of my friends so my dad wouldn't have to go the entire time.
I went with my dad every year until, I want to say, high school or
college
or 7th and 8th grade, maybe middle school. I don't remember maybe those were the years I went with my friend. I can't remember. I know I used to go with my dad I didn't care though.
Yeah.
My dad's bomb, so why not?
He's bomb. By middle school, I would just stay at one of my friends' houses, unless it was like a school night.
Well, it was like I would trick or treat, and then I would come home, and we would celebrate my sister's birthday.
Yeah,
and they would we always had trick or treaters ringing the doorbell, interrupting us, singing "Happy Birthday."
It's my sister's birthday. Can you leave?
The one bad thing about that was she always wanted pumpkin pie. Newsflash: I don't like pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
So it was...
That's rough.
Unfortunate.
On your sister's birthday, you don't get what you want.
Yeah.
That's real bad.
No, my mom either used to provide something else or I didn't want to eat it. Yeah. I had candy. I went trick-or-treating.
I was going to say, you have candy.
Yeah, I
didn't
got
some sustenance.
Halloween's the best, though. It's just fun. Pure fun. Tricks and treats.
Joyous.
I never... So...
Have you ever tricked anybody?
I have not ever tricked. Have you?
No, I don't think so.
I've always wanted to egg something, but then if you think about it, that is so disastrous that
I would just... rude.
If someone did it to me, I'd be pissed. So I would never. But
yeah,
this was also a thing I learned, that people do not know what Mischief Night is, which is coming up.
Yeah. I didn't hear about it till like a lot later.
Yeah.
Because we don't do that.
I've told people on campus about it because they did not know what it was. Because apparently Mischief Night is just a thing in the tri-state area of where I live, in New Jersey. I don't know if it's just because we're shitheads or what, but Mischief Night is the night before Halloween, so October 30th, and it's the night where all kids are supposed to go out. I don't know. I do not know what that was. Someone was making really weird noises.
Mischief night already.
Yeah. Mischief night is just when all the kids would go out and prank the houses the night before. So it's like classic in the movies where, this is why I also thought it was so standardized, because it was always in movies, so I didn't understand. But you would like, kids would go out and they would TP houses or throw eggs or like do other pranks. The one prank I remember from my hometown was someone put a bunch of the like election signs. They collected a ton of them and put them all in one person's yard, which I think is funny because it's harmless, but it's annoying.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people used to do a lot of ding dong ditching, which I think is cliche, but
it's a rush.
Again, better than TP. And also, this is why there are many, many cops patrolling the night before Halloween in our towns. But I always longed for a good Mischief night. I never partaked. I'm not that type of a risk taker.
You're not a rule breaker.
Yeah, no, I don't like doing that.
I've never done Mischief night, but I have ding dong ditch before.
Oh,
on
wow,
my own
God.
Mischief night.
What a badass.
Yeah, no, I'm so cool.
I can't think of anything cooler.
Definitely, there was one time where it was literally just like my friends came over for my birthday, and it was at my mom's old house, which was like really small. We were all just cramped, bored, and we were like, let's just go outside. And it's like pitch black out, and that just turned into like, let's just do a ding dong ditch fest like 2 blocks over, so like no one suspects that it's us. And then it got really bad to the point where like we were just going down the street, just like trying every house. And sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this, because you probably didn't know this. When everybody came over and we just went outside for like 3 hours in the middle of the night, she was probably like, oh, thank God. But little did she know that we ding dong ditched like not 2 miles, but probably like
God.
we walked a while, and we just like went down this cul-de-sac and just like went down each door. And
what'd you do? Hide in the bushes? What do you do for that?
So from my experience of ding dong ditching from Mischief night, if anybody wants to do it, I know, right?
Pro tips from Tim. Ding dong ditching.
101, here we go.
DDD.
Step 1, ring the doorbell. Step 2, don't stand there. That's pretty much it.
Step 3, don't poop yourself.
I mean, you can if you want.
That's the hardest step.
Yeah, that's pretty difficult to not do with the adrenaline pumping through you. I think what made it easier is since I live in such a rural area, a lot of driveways were either like very
a mile
wooded.
Long.
Yeah, they could be like really long with a lot of woods, or there would just be like really big ditches with a lot of vegetation around. Even though it was late March, it was still like snow on the ground and stuff.
Late March?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just random? I thought you were talking about in accordance with Halloween.
No, I told you this was my birthday.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry. Look at that. Already not listening.
Yeah, see, look at that. Oh, Tim, you don't remember the one time I told you it was mac and cheese when I was in kindergarten?
I've talked about it to the girls multiple times. And I sent the picture in the group chat. That's why I thought you knew.
In the group chat with the girls. That, but
he's not important. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, we would do that, but then I think there was one house that one of my friends did. I won't name any friends' names and call them out, but one of them went up to the door and one of the like monitor lights comes on like right by the door.
Those.
And we were like, dude, just don't do it. Just come back. And he just knocks anyway. And then just like
he knocks instead of...
he knocked. Well, 'cause they didn't have a doorbell. Ding dong ditching doesn't always have to be an actual doorbell.
It's not as satisfying.
But knocking makes it like
personal,
really mysterious. Like if someone hears a knock, they're like, was that just like the foundation settling, or is that someone at my door? And then that just like really creeps them out. A lot of them we actually just like knock on doors, but some we rang doorbells if they had them. But I think he was too slow on like coming back, and we were just all hanging out in the street. It's still pitch black and we don't have street lights because that's how in the woods we are. So we thought we were fine, but I think the dude, it was a smaller house, so the dude was probably already right by the window, and since the light was on, probably saw him walking away. And one of my other Well, not walked, but he, like, didn't sprint or anything. He, like, took his time. And then I think one of my other friends was like, dude, come on, we should probably stop doing this. And he's like, no, we're fine. We're almost at the end. Let's just finish up. Like, meet our quota.
I was just going to say, what?
Yeah. And so we just, like, keep going. And then anytime that there were headlights, we would always just, like, jump into the ditches just to, like, for safe measure. And thank God we did that, because at one point we jump over one of the ditches and then we just see this car, like, really slowly go down the road, and it's got a spotlight on top of it. And I was like, oh no.
Oh my God. It was that dude?
No, it was not the dude. But what we surmised is that probably that dude called the cops. Yeah. But at the end of the cul-de-sac, there's, like, a lodge complex kind of thing for people that come up to ski and stuff. So they have their own security, and it came from that direction. So I'm sure they just, like, called them, since they're a lot closer than calling the police. So they just kind of, like, did once and then came back. And we're just like, we don't see any kids. Let's just get out of here. But we were so freaked out.
I would have been.
We just, like, we just went into, like, full criminal mode. We're like, oh my God, we're going to jail. We gotta get, we can't be on the road. We gotta hitchhike, like, through the woods. Luckily, I knew the woods well enough that I could be like, yeah, if we just go this way diagonally through the woods, you get back to my house, no problem. But since it was still snow on the ground, we were like, oh man, we gotta cover our tracks, man. They're gonna get us.
Me right now.
We were hysterical. Like, this was middle school, I think. So we weren't, like, smart, rebellious kids. We were just like, let's do something that gets our adrenaline pumping. And then as soon as something goes awry, we're like, oh my God, we're gonna die.
Full panic mode.
Full panic. It doesn't help when one of them goes panic mode and everyone else kind of follows along, and then everybody's just grouped into it. So as we're walking through the woods, we're probably so far into the woods, you would never be able to see us. But when the cop car went down the road once, that's when we went up into the woods. And when they came back, we were so paranoid that they would see us somehow in the woods that we stopped. And we are probably, like, very deep into the woods.
How much into snow, too?
Well, the snow was, like, not super deep, but it was deep enough that you would obviously see tracks. So one person at the end of the line was, like, swiping our tracks away.
That's so funny.
I was like, geez, we're just, like, hardened criminals right now, broke out of jail. And we just did that the entire way back. We just, like, stop anytime we saw headlights, and then kept going. And then we just, like, the last 200 meters, we just, like, sprinted all out to my house, and we just, like, jump into my living room, take off all of our stuff, put it by the fireplace, and we just, like, are all breathing so heavily, and we're just like, man, that was awesome.
Your mom was probably like, you crazy.
My mom didn't even come out. I think it was, like, midnight by that point, and she was just, like, passed out. Or she was like, they were probably just, like, having a big snowball fight in the backyard or
so
something.
Cute. Ha ha ha.
Oh,
didn't know my son was a hard criminal.
Yeah. That was like a one and done deal. We were like, we're not doing that again. But that was not on a mischief night. We made our own mischief night.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did anything like that.
Really?
Specifically for Halloween. Yeah, I mean, who am I? Who do you think I am?
That was a sarcastic, really?
No, I know.
I can't believe that Deanna, the person that never likes to break rules, would go out and cause mischief to other people. I break rules
more so now than I did when I was younger.
Well, that's what happens. But I would still say that you have to be convinced a lot of the times to do things.
Like 98% of the time I need to be convinced.
Yeah. To just even be like, should we even?
I feel like you and Raya are my biggest...
Who cares?
Persuaders. Yeah.
That's our reasonings, just like...
And I'd say Mike, too. Like, you three are the worst for, like, telling me to do that. And I'm just like, fine, I'll do it. Making it sound like it's bad things. It's normally, like, a fun thing. Like, let's go out to this place. And I'm like, I got work to do. And they're like...
Let's go to an indoor trampoline park for 3 hours. Oh, but I got this hour of homework to do. That's just, like, an example of a fun thing. just like, I don't know. I
Well,
have
my
an
thing is
hour
I
of
always
homework
just
to do.
prioritize work.
Exactly.
I have not been doing that this year as much, so
Yeah.
I've been enjoying life a little bit more.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a quiz?
Oh.
This is the quiz.
The
session?
quiz section, baby.
Section.
Notice how we didn't do a Would You Rather in the beginning? That's because we have some quizzes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Yeah, we gotta. I guess we.
I thought about doing one, and then I was like, well, we got some things in store.
We'll end on a Would You Rather, a Halloween spooky Would You Rather.
Okay.
If I can think of one.
Yeah.
Since I didn't prep for any, I prepped with quiz.
It's Halloween based, so it's fine.
We got multiple quizzes. One of them's Halloween based. I actually got multiple trivia things I'm probably going to make in the multiple choice questions for you.
Okay.
All right, let's see Tim's knowledge on Halloween.
Is that the title of this quiz? Mm-hmm. Tim's knowledge on Halloween?
Tim's knowledge on Halloween.
I didn't study, so I'm going to do god-awful.
Good. Where does Halloween come from? An ancient festival to celebrate the dead, Father Christmas's birthday, the start of the pumpkin season, a motorway service station outside Birmingham.
What? Birmingham? That's really specific.
Well, I wonder what this could be.
Oh, the first answer.
Yes.
Celebrate the dead.
Before people used pumpkins, what were jack-o'-lanterns made out of? Potatoes, turnips, bananas, or onions?
Potatoes.
Wrong.
Onions.
It's turnips.
Turnips.
I really wanted it to be bananas.
I was like, it's not bananas, but I could see any of the others.
That's one of the most common facts. It's just like, something that you can carve into.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
Pumpkins come in a lot of colors, but which one of these is made up? Blue pumpkins, green pumpkins, white, or glow-in-the-dark purple?
Wait, is purple its own?
Glow-in-the-dark purple is one.
Glow-in-the-dark purple.
Yeah. I don't know why that's specified as a color.
That's my answer, glow-in-the-dark purple.
That's the one that's made up?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, cool.
Amazing.
I would be really surprised if there was wasn't a blue pumpkin, but there was a glow-in-the-dark purple pumpkin.
Yeah. Aren't these questions so difficult? Thanks, Beano.com. Calling them out.
Yeah. It's like, geez, okay.
Where's Transylvania? I was about to say Hungaria.
Hungaria?
Hungary, Scotland, Romania. Nowhere. It's made up.
It's false. Oh, crap. I'm terrible with geography.
Geology.
It's I'm terrible with astrophotography. Well, I know it's not Scotland.
You should. I don't know. I said you should. I don't know.
Did I come from Transylvania?
I know.
What were the options again?
Hungary, Scotland, Romania, or nowhere?
Romania.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What do you call a fear of Halloween?
Halloweenophobia.
Samhainophobia?
I'm terrible with these.
Spookyitis, acute boring syndrome, or deadly pumpkin disease.
The what?
My favorite part is that it says spookyitis, but when I first read this, I thought it said
spookitis.
I thought it said spooky tits. Which is so much better.
Whoa!
What do you call if you're?
You got a case of the spooky tits.
There's too many spooky tits here for me.
Is it the one that actually sounds like a phobia?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the one that has phobia in the name?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Cool.
This one is also these next two. Which of these would be most useful if a werewolf attacked you?
Another werewolf.
A gun with silver bullets, a big stick, a cardboard box to hide in, a 10-second head start to run away.
10-second head start.
Okay.
Wait. Big stick. You could play fetch.
All right. I want to argue. I want to see if we can argue for the three other answers here.
Okay.
So, obviously, it's the gun with the silver bullets. But, so, right. Big stick.
How big we talking?
Yeah, exactly. Size matters. I always said this. So.
Like a big stick could technically be a tree. Just drop it on him.
Well, I just mean in general. Like.
Wow.
Give me a break. It's Halloween. I'm trying to sound spooky. So, if it's a big enough stick, we could, like, shove it in the werewolf's eyes.
Okay, well, that takes skill.
Yeah, but like it's possible.
I mean, so does shooting.
Or you could like trip them. You know, Remus Lupin in Harry Potter. He like his werewolf form was so weird. He had like stick legs. You could totally do that.
You could break his joints.
Yeah.
If it was that.
And
but that's
a cardboard
not like a
box to
traditional
hide
werewolf.
in. If you got a good enough hiding spot, I think this
If you're
works.
Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, where he literally hides in a cardboard box and shimmies in front of people and they don't notice, then a werewolf's not going to notice.
This is past my knowledge of video games. But it's okay.
I just told you all you needed to know.
And a 10-second head start.
Ahead of, it depends on the environment. If we're like swimming, 10 seconds, that makes a pretty good difference. If it's 10 seconds in front of a giant steel door that I can lock safely behind me.
Well, also, like,
boom.
What is the thing that inhibits a werewolf the most besides the moon? Which I just gave away the answer to the next question. Awkward.
Damn it! Gotta get a new quiz.
Wait, hey, we're only on question 7 out of 20, so
20?
buckle up.
Okay. Then let's...
All right.
Yeah.
When do werewolves transform themselves?
The solar eclipse.
This is my favorite. Oh, we'll get there. 10 p.m. every second Tuesday of the month.
That's specific. Okay.
Taco Tuesday. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that would have been a great answer.
During lunar eclipses.
Okay.
When there's a full moon.
Full moon.
Whenever they feel like it.
I don't know, man. When they choose.
Werewolf
The
rights.
full moon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Victorians were big fans of spooky things, but why did they put bells in their coffins? So they could get into heaven easier.
No.
In case they were let's say bullied alive. In case they were buried alive by accident and needed to ring for help.
Yes, that one. I know that one.
I was going to say that anyway. So their ghost...
Buried alive.
I like this better. So their ghost could call for their supper.
I'm ready for dinner.
It made a nice tinkling noise at the funeral. Are you sure it's not that?
I mean, if wind catches it, yeah, I guess so.
What does Dracula transform himself into?
Dracula.
A cat, a hat, a bat, or a rat? Why did they all got to rhyme? I don't know.
I don't know. Cat in the Hat. That's my answer.
Oh, good. I was going to say that. Oh, this is a good one. What do mummies smell like? And now, okay, I don't even want to give you options yet.
They smell...
What do you think they could smell like?
Bad. Death. Carcass. Old person.
No, I'm trying to think of something like
bandages.
Brussels sprouts?
Sulfur.
What if they smell better than we think? And no one's just encountered one.
I'm sure they smell of whatever epoxy they wrap
mummies.
the bandages in, and salt. Because that helps preserve the body.
Why don't we just preserve people in Jell-O?
Does Jell-O preserve it well?
I don't know. But like I just imagine like in the office when Jim put Dwight's stuff in Jell-O.
Speaking of preservation.
Like if you just put a lot of Jell-O.
I don't think they had Jell-O. But if we gave it to them, maybe they'd try using it.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Well, the options are the incense they were buried with, old feet, wet dog, or roast beef. You know, good old Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Arby's.
Horsey sauce. Best part.
Ooh.
Love horseradish sauce. Horseradish in general.
No. No, thank you. I'll pass. I'll take the incense for 500.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be like, no, wet feet.
I was going to say roast beef would be funniest. I would have chosen that.
Notice how I said wet feet?
Oh, I didn't even pick up on it. It's fine.
Mixture of wet dog and old feet.
What do you call a ghost that moves things around your house?
Spooky.
I love this. A poltergoose. A poultry ghost. Which isn't that kind of similar? A poltergeist. A pointy beast.
Pointy beast. Yeah. They like to point things a little too hard, and that's why they move.
Is this quiz made for a 2-year-old?
It's for fun.
It's so much fun. What are mummies wrapped up in?
Their own
Linen
life.
cloth, Crepe paper.
Crepe paper.
Loo roll, because we can't say toilet paper. Nothing. That's just their pajamas.
I like that answer. I like that.
Imagine sleeping
them.
in toilet paper.
We
Oh,
could
it was
try.
actually linen cloth. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Linen.
Well, I'm thinking about the
costume.
yeah.
If you want to go hard, you could
I
get
was
linen
thinking more
cloth
along the
too.
lines of bandages, but I guess linen cloth, yeah.
Ace bandages. They've had those babies for centuries.
How heavy was the world's largest pumpkin? 900 kilos? 1 ton?
Kilo? Oh my god, what's with the units?
we don't use...
Jeez!
We
Can't you
use the
just
wrong-
keep the same units, please?
Twice as heavy as the world's heaviest carrot.
What the heck?
Because you have that knowledge on you.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Pull that on my back
That one
pocket.
is 600 kilos, so
Or
that makes sense.
554 kilos. You're taking a shot in the dark here.
554 kilos.
Nope, 900.
Damn it, that was going to be my first one, but 554 is so specific.
Oh god, this one's going to be a fun one. Which of these ghost stories from around the world is made up? The Menanangal?
The Men in Black.
Menanangal from the Philippines. The Pokong from Indonesia. El Cuco from Chile.
Mhm.
Captain Spooky Chops from West Ruislip.
I'm supposed to find the one that's false.
Made up. Yeah, they all sound made up, don't they?
Yeah. No, I know the first two.
Oh, I do not.
I heard some spooky stories in my time. The last one though, that one seems like the most silly.
Yes. Captain Spooky Chops.
Spooky chops.
What's the only way to kill a zombie?
You asked nicely.
This is a good one. Feed it cold custard.
Feed it something dead.
Cut off its head or destroy its brain.
Okay.
Make it watch old black and white movies until it dies of boredom.
Wow. Somebody's
It's impossible.
biased.
Try to make friends with it instead.
It's impossible. If you can't beat them, befriend them.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one. That's a nice pacifist route. I
Mm.
think that one really works.
You were wrong. Cut off its head.
Why? That's not friendly.
No.
I want to make
What
friends.
brought Frankenstein's monster to life?
Determination and insanity. And fiction.
What do you think would bring you to life?
What?
What thing would you need to bring you to life? For me, it'd be pasta.
Oh, I thought you meant like scientifically speaking.
Oh,
And
no.
like technically the electricity that Frankenstein uses to become alive would only jolt your muscles to make it simulate being alive.
I
That's
think
like
if-
when you put salt on frogs' legs, they move.
Yeah. I think if I was like on my deathbed, if you just like waved cheese under my nose, I would wake up.
Blue cheese under your nose.
Mm-hmm. The blue cheese I had today was not strong enough. Fun fact.
I think smelling salts would wake me up
Oh.
because that's what they're meant to
How
do.
practical of you.
But if it had to be like something awesome, it would be a nice fresh pizza.
I should have guessed that.
Yeah.
All right, so what brought him to life? Lightning, thunder, heavy rain, or an alarm clock?
I like thunder. It's lightning. The sound of thunder.
Heavy rain?
Yeah, good game.
Oh, this picture. Are pumpkins fruits or vegetables? This is my favorite picture because it's literally a picture of a pumpkin with 3 giant question marks
Yeah.
on them.
What am I?
A fruit, veggie, both, neither. How can you be both?
Veggie.
It was a
How
fruit.
could you be neither? Is it a fruit?
Yeah, I guess because it has
Oh, yeah.
seeds. I would never.
I just go off of like the
Where it is-
culinary vegetable fruit thing. Like sweet things are fruits and like
Yeah.
more savory is vegetable. But I know that's not
I'm
scientifically
skipping that question
correct.
because that's dumb.
Okay.
That's also dumb. Which of these Halloween movies is made up? Oh god, I can't wait for you to do this.
They're all fake.
Ghostbusters.
I've never heard of that
yeah,
one.
what the heck is that?
That sounds silly.
Hotel Transylvania.
No, that. Yep.
Monsters Inc. Pumpkin Apocalypse 6.
But there's 5 others, so that one has to be real.
You're right.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay.
Easy.
This is I'm switching because that Was
You're
the
switching
end.
quizzes?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not a quiz.
Well,
no,
how
I'm
many
just,
did I
no, I'm just
get?
giving you some trivia,
Okay.
but I'm going to make it questions.
Okay.
All right. How many states produce holiday pumpkins?
30.
I was going to give you multiple choice too.
Oh, I thought you were
want
just
it?
like, it's trivia, so I'm... Okay.
12,
Okay.
27,
Okay.
6,
Okay.
52.
27.
It's 6.
Yeah, I
Only
knew
6
it was gonna be
states produce
low.
a majority of the holidays pumpkins.
Boo.
The top, can you guess any of the top pumpkin producing states?
I don't know. Massachusetts?
Nope.
I didn't think so. The greatest farmland area? I don't know. What climate does like pumpkins really thrive in?
None of these states I would have guessed.
Are they like southern?
No.
Let's go
actually, in
with
the north.
Michigan.
Michigan's one of them.
Okay. North Dakota.
No.
Minnesota.
Michigan, Illinois, California, Ohio, New York, and Pennsylvania.
I was gonna guess New York.
Fancy.
I didn't think Cali would.
All
be
of
the
them
place.
combined in 2014 produced 1.3 billion pounds of pumpkins.
Pounds of pumpkin? Jesus. Okay. That's a lot of pumpkins.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the pumpkins you bought the other day were massive.
Yeah.
Who started the black cat superstition?
Mr. Cat.
I can't even think of how to make this.
Nigel Thornberry. Or
The Americans, the Pilgrims, which are the same.
I thought this was like a specific person. That's why I was
No,
like,
it's
that's
just
hard.
the Pilgrims.
Okay.
The Pilgrims started it.
Yeah. Cool. How did it start? Or does it not explain?
It does. It's been said that it's bad luck for a black cat to cross your path, especially on Halloween night. In the U.S., the superstition stems from the Protestant beliefs of the Puritan Pilgrims of Plymouth Colony.
Jesus, what an alliteration right there.
They disapproved of anything associated with witchcraft, and some believe the legend that witches could transform into black cats and back. Hence, the inspiration for pop culture characters like Salem on Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Wow.
Kids weren't fans of Tootsie Rolls in 2017.
I don't like Tootsie Rolls.
It was the most hated.
Unpopular
it was one of the most
opinion.
Hated candies. What? Okay, obviously everyone's always hated circus peanuts, and so since they were made, I don't know.
Yeah.
Candy corn. That's a very split decision.
It is.
Wax Cokes bottles, disgusting. Necco wafers, also not great. I don't know what Mary Jane's are. Tootsie Rolls, Smarties. Smarties are disgusting.
I love Smarties.
I know you do. Black licorice, also not good. Good and Plenty's are also terrible.
No.
Reese's was the most popular.
Of course. They dominate.
Reese's.
Reese's.
Just gonna
throw
that out there.
Reese's.
Yeah, I feel like. What, Anne? Halloween is the second highest grossing commercial holiday after what?
Christmas.
Wow, big surprise.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa? I had to think about that for a second. Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Nah.
That
I mean,
sells
Christmas is
candy.
the holiday that everyone cares about, which, I like it, but it's not as good as Halloween.
I like it. I like both. For different reasons.
Why?
Because they're Halloween, you don't want to be with your family. But Christmas is all about being with your family or loved ones. And then hanging out, having a good time, exchanging gifts, showing each other you care about each other. Halloween is all about the cool costumes, the mischief, going out with your friends, ding-dong ditching if you want to the night before, I guess. And getting some candy and getting to make some really cool memories of hanging out with a big group of friends or something and just like tearing up the town.
So Halloween or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is also different because Thanksgiving is about being with your family.
I know, but which one do you look forward to more?
I don't know. I would say Halloween just because like it's creative and I get to like think about what I want to do.
Same.
Whereas Thanksgiving is like, am I spending it with my mom's family, my dad's family, or in the case of Italy, how are we getting our turkey?
Ah, yeah. Skylar almost fell over on his bike with it.
Yeah.
Where was the birthplace of Halloween? What country? America, Venezuela, Ireland,
Transylvania.
Spain.
Oh, God, I don't know. America.
No.
I know it's not America.
It's Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh,
Okay. Ireland.
I came up with countries there pretty quickly and I was a little surprised.
Maine or Kentucky?
Scarecrows symbolize the ancient agricultural roots. Did not know that.
I didn't know it had more symbolism than trying to emulate a person so crows didn't eat their crops.
Guess who holds the record for the most jack-o'-lanterns lit at once?
Oogie Boogie.
Is a place.
Oh. Again, I keep thinking it's just going to be a person. The most jack-o'-lanterns? What are my options?
Okay. Philly. Jackson, Mississippi. Boston. New York City.
New York City.
Boston. That's why I made the
I
face.
was going to say Boston,
Since
and
we're
then
so
you said
close
New
to
York,
it.
and I was like, that's big.
That's big.
I don't know.
How many do you
maybe
think
they would
had?
do like a Central Park thing. That would be pretty cool.
Have you ever been to Salem?
Yeah,
Very
my
cool.
mom went there.
And Mystic is also well. There's a thing in Mystic. Sorry, Salem's cool.
How many?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it in the thousands?
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the 10,000s?
Yeah.
Is it in the 50,000s?
No.
Is it in the 20,000s?
No.
Is it in the 30,000s?
Yeah.
35,000.
No. 30,128.
Oh,
Lit.
that was a low
jack-o'-lanterns at once.
30,000.
I want to go to. Oh, we still haven't gone to the Jacqueline. What?
The Jacqueline.
I'm gonna name my daughter Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Yeah.
The jack-o'-lantern lighting thing.
In
There's
Providence.
There's a thing in Providence at the Roger Williams Zoo.
Yes.
It's like a there's like over 5,000 carved pumpkins, and it's very interesting. But we keep saying every year that we're gonna do it, and we never do. But then there's also like I always want to go to like those town events where they do like you grow the largest pumpkin, and then like other people make pumpkin boats, and then it's like stylized, and they go down the river. And It's this big thing. I really want to go to one of those.
I've seen some videos. It looks so cool.
Yeah, well, I showed you the one that my friend from home had done.
Yeah.
It just looks like so much fun, and I feel like it's a very cool like town event.
Yeah.
I think that's the rest of my.
The rest of the fun trivia of Halloween.
I'm running out.
Look at that.
I mean, the ones that I find interesting.
Yeah. But glad that we educated the audience, as well as myself, on the history and fun facts of Halloween stuff.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, werewolves come out and change on.
If you didn't know that, I'm sorry. But where have you been?
Yeah, I mean,
Bruh.
we've had some cool harvest moons recently.
That would have been a good
Choice.
Yeah. Harvest moon or full moon.
Are you superstitious?
Very superstitious. No. Sort of. I don't know. It depends. I say no, and then like you watch a scary movie or something, and then your views quickly change, and you're just like starting to connect dots that aren't really there, and you start like getting a little paranoid.
Yeah. I don't think I'm superstitious in that regard, but I've always been very superstitious.
Stupid.
I'm doing good today with
I'm
my
doing
words. Superstitious in regards to sports, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. That's because there's so much superstition around it.
Yeah.
If I wear my hat 35 degrees, got one leg up on the couch, then they win. That's what happens every time I do it. Therefore, every time I do it, they win.
Yeah.
Correlation does not equal causation, though.
Every time, if I'm wearing a shirt too much then the Flyers are losing a lot, I stop wearing it. And for a little, so it resets. And then...
Right, because your thought on the reset is actually how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's until they start winning, then I can wear it again. Or my dad always used to make us switch seats during playoffs if they lost the previous game. Whatever seat we were sitting in, we had to switch up.
Oh my god.
And then if they won, we couldn't move until they lost. And then we would switch again.
That's...
boy.
Boy.
Sometimes I would stand in the kitchen if they scored a goal. Because then I couldn't come back. Because then they would do something stupid.
Sports superstitions are so weird.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
But, like, if you feel like you can help in any way, you might as well just do it.
Yeah, like somehow your energy is getting transferred through the TV to the game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the cause of a loss. I'm not gonna do that. What if this world is connected that way?
That would be a terribly constructed world. Yeah. Based on outside variables that you cannot control yourself, garner how you perform in your career.
I mean, isn't that what it's like when you're oppressed? Too dark? It's Halloween. So.
I mean more so of like frivolous things like where you sit makes or breaks your career. Someone else's career.
Yeah.
That would be really heartbreaking to like be at the end of your life and then go to the celestial plane or what have you, and then the all-seeing whoever is just like, ooh, Deanna, because you wore that Flyer shirt too much, that's why your favorite player broke his leg. That I made that happen. And you're just like, I can't believe all this time those superstitious beliefs that I had that were just like so silly in the back of my head actually meant something. And then they tell you like, oh yeah, also the reason you died is because a kid sneezed. And you're like, wow, cool.
You know how bitter I'd be?
Right? I'd be super upset.
I mean, currently the Flyers suck, so.
I'm glad that we transitioned from talking about Halloween to hockey Halloween to hockey.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well.
Speaking of transitions.
Yes.
Since we did one quiz, we can transition to 2 other quizzes that don't have to do with Halloween, but I thought it'd be fun.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Are you going to give the background on it?
Yeah. So, while we were sitting in class one day, doing my usual thing of spacing out when other people give their project presentations that no one takes notes on, so it's just really you sitting there waiting for your turn to present. And then once you're done, you don't pay attention at all.
PSA, everybody get better at presenting. Everyone's terrible in this day and age. Continue.
So while this was going on, I was like, man, we haven't done a podcast in a while. What should we do? And I was like, it'd be fun. It'd be some quizzes. And then I just had
quizzes during the school year to test my knowledge that I don't have.
Yeah. At least it's not it's not academic knowledge. I'm not going to be like, what's the square root of 123,321?
Pooba?
It's 111. But
happy for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really that, but it's one of those things where you just multiply 11111 by 11111 and it goes up and then back down. It goes like 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1. Fun math facts.
Cool.
Back on track though.
Fest.
So while I was having a snooze fest in class, I was just like, okay, let's do some quizzes. And I thought, what would be some like fun, lighthearted quizzes to do? And I thought back to a time when I made quizzes on some website, and I, for the life of me, tried to remember what the heck it was.
This out, that'd be
great. It was this. Oh my god! It was probably like 10 to 12 years ago. I want to say. It was like some sort of like pun on quiz. It was like Quizzle or Quizly or something. I tried looking up like 20 different permutations of quiz something. and nothing came up that like jogged my memory. Even if I did find it, I would have to log into my account, and I would not remember what my username and password was.
That's to say that the website even works any longer.
Exactly. I tried using the Wayback Machine too. It didn't work. And I made a ton of quizzes. There was just like a point in my life where my cousins and I found the website and we were just like, let's quiz each other on stuff. And I was like, let's do it. And I went so hard. I put images in. You can make like personality tests and you customize everything about it.
It's sort of
awesome.
like Sporkle.
Yeah. But unfortunately, couldn't find it, couldn't remember it, anything like that. So I took the same idea and I replicated it a few days ago, and I remade 2 quizzes that I for sure made, knowing me, and I wrote them in a similar vein of how I probably would have written them when I was that age, and one of them is
misspelled.
No, but just like one of those things where it's like, one's a personality quiz, so it's gonna be like a, ooh, you're this thing, that means this, and look out for this. And then the other one is like a, how much knowledge do you know on this? And you get like a percentage at the end.
Yeah, and I already know the topic, and I know not a lot, and
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
Here
terrible.
we go.
Do we have to?
Yes.
'Cause
They're only 10 questions
but
instead of...
I really know
instead
nothing.
of 20.
I don't remember any of the names of things.
Don't worry, I catered it a little bit to you, so you could... It's not like, what's the 253rd Pokemon? By the way, the first one is about Pokemon.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I didn't study.
We're going to start off with a great one that I know Deanna's going to have some difficulty with.
I'm going to have difficulty with all of these.
It's going to be... It's only... There's
I
only...
can't
I only
wait
made
for,
two.
like,
I only made
Thomas
2.
and Tyrus to listen to this and be like,
Thomas, if
what a
you...
loser.
Everyone can play along. Thomas, if you do not get a 100% on this, I'm sorry. That's really sad. Tyrus, if you get like 1 or 2 wrong, I won't blame you, but I would like for you to also get 100%.
Shout out to Tyrus in his cat costume tonight.
Oh yeah, Tyrus is a cat. That's pretty awesome.
How cute.
He's very adorable.
Yeah.
With and without a cat costume.
Aww.
Yeah, he's cute. Love you, Tyrus. So, the title of this quiz is, Are You a Pokemon Master?
Spoiler now.
Subtitle: Do you have what it takes to be a master in the knowledge of the Pokemon world? Let's find out.
I don't.
That's the kind of stuff that I would do to like really get people like sucked in. They're like, ooh, I do want to know if I'm a Pokemon master.
Oh my god, Tim is such a nerd.
I spent hours on this stuff. Not now, but in my heyday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to enter your name, Deanna. And we're going to start this good old quiz. Question 1 of 10.
Oh god.
We're going to start off easy.
Oh god.
Ish.
Why do you gotta be mean?
So, what are the first 3 Kanto starter Pokemon? In order of how they are placed from left to right on Professor Oak's desk. Does it go Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Fire, Grass, Water? Does it go Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, or Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander? So essentially, you can break it down into from left to right. Does the order of the Pokemon go start with the fire type, start with the grass type, or start with the water type?
The first one you said, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle.
Well, let's see. Thomas is calling me right now. Thomas, we're in the middle of a quiz. Come on,
very
buddy.
Important Pokemon quiz.
This is really important. I'll call you back. Incorrect.
Oh.
It goes... It starts with Bulbasaur.
Oh, because he's the first.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
That's fine. I literally knew that.
Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I would have said Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle.
But it's I only gave you 3 options anyway, and it wasn't like...
Oh, I thought there was 4.
No, I wasn't going to be rude and be like, is it Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle?
Yeah.
Because that's dickish.
Well, either way, I still
it's okay. Gotten that. You can redeem yourself. So far, you're at a 90%. What is the name of the player's hometown in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal? Is it Pallet Town, New Vema Town, or New Bark Town?
Vema Town. Just looking at me
You
like,
played this game.
I don't remember it at all.
So here's a fun little story Deanna told me. She couldn't save her game, so she would just restart every time.
So I should see the town.
You should see the town every time.
My Game Boy Color after, well, like when I first got it was fine. I don't remember, but then
after years the internal battery dries out.
Right. So then I always pick it up every few years, and then I'm like, I want to play this. And then I forget after getting not decently far. By that I mean I play like a half hour. But and then I turn it off, and then I try to play it another half hour later, and then I realize it deleted, and I'm like, oh, I'm never doing this again. And then 2 years later I do it again. But yeah. Yeah, what was the answer? New
Bark Town.
Oh, I was going to pick one or the other, yeah.
The hint there was new. It's like the new, because Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal was the sequel to Red, Blue, and Yellow. And it's
so I was
new.
Like...
Well, New Vema is, yeah. It's not, can you, I did choose. Okay, this quiz is being stupid. It just didn't let me select. So I just let you select New Bark Town, and it accepted that time.
Well, I'm still at an 80. That's okay.
All right. Next question.
Oh, God.
True or false?
Oh, God.
So 50-50 chance. Dragon-type Pokemon have the most resistances out of any Pokemon type, meaning that out of all of the types of Pokemon, it takes half damage when it receives an attack from a different type. If you kind of understand what I'm getting at.
True.
Tim
gives away the answer every time because I say it and then he just crumples. You'd think I'd know more about Pokemon from the fact that I collected a lot of the cards. I never played the game, but I also never watched TV. But also just based on the fact that Tim talks about it to me all the time.
I do.
And I just retain nothing. Ever.
It's incorrect.
I've chose starters for him. I retain nothing.
If you want a redemption question, what type would you say is the most resistant out of your recollection of types?
Again?
Okay.
Fire, grass, water, dragon.
True. Yep. Those are all types. Yep. None of those are the most.
Well, I would never choose those.
Normal.
No.
Fighting.
No.
Flying.
No.
Poison.
No.
Ground.
Ground.
No.
Dang.
Rock.
Rock.
No.
Dang it.
Bug.
No.
Ghost.
No.
Steel.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just trying to find the hardest element.
Exactly.
That's why I said rock.
Rock is actually not like a very good defensive typing. The steel type has the most resistances, 10 in total, plus an immunity to poison.
Wow, I'm learning so much. I hope all of you care so much about it.
I think it's very educational. All right. This one, I'm really hoping is a gimme. What are...
Don't start with that as soon as I get it wrong.
What are the box cover legendary Pokemon for Pokemon X and Y? I am emphasizing the letter X and Y because I will read to you the answers and there's going to be a correlation. Xerneas and Yveltal, Zygarde and Ho-Oh, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, or Xatu and Yanmega.
Which ones start with X and Y?
So Xerneas and Yveltal start with X and Y, and so does Xatu and Yanmega.
Say the first one again?
Xerneas and Yveltal.
And what's the last two?
Xatu and Yanmega.
That one. Dang it!
Oh my god.
I'm never gonna get these. I liked Articuno. I wish it was that.
They're not even the box cover legendaries for the game they're from.
I don't care. They're cool.
Because red, blue, and yellow was based off of the starters. And green. It wasn't until
50?
I don't think you've gotten any right.
Yes, what question are we at?
We're at 4 of 10.
Okay, so I'm at 60. I'm not passing any longer, but that's okay. I think I know more than I do. I am book smart only.
You could read this in a book. They have the guides. Incorrect. Okay, why is this just lagging so hard? Okay. Identify all of the starter Pokemon listed. Note, any stage of their evolution line may be on this list. Oh. So it's not just their beginning stage.
Oh, that's so annoying. Okay.
And could be their middle stage or their final stage.
Okay.
It's a list.
How many?
There's 10 options.
And I have to say how many there are?
No, I'm just going to go down the line and you can tell me whether or not they're a starter Pokemon. Magikarp.
No.
Turtwig.
No.
Pikachu.
Yes.
Charmander.
Yes.
Mudkip.
No.
Bayleaf.
Yes.
Feebas.
No.
Suicune.
No.
Pineco.
No.
Superior.
No. I'm only going off of have I heard anything like this before?
So, Turtwig is a Generation 4 Grass-type starter. You said that was not one. Mudkip is my favorite starter from my first Pokemon game, Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
I should have known there were more yeses, but I was just like, not feeling it.
Superior is the final evolution of the grass-type starter from Pokemon Black and White, and Black and White 2.
Whatever to know, I don't know anything about Pokemon or any of the games.
It says please choose 6. I didn't know that you have to actually choose 6. I just made 6 correct. So I'm just going to fill in the ones that were right. Oh, look, you got it. Good job. At least you didn't say any Pokemon were starter Pokemon that weren't actually starter Pokemon. I'm proud of you for that.
Oh, thanks.
You hesitated a bit when I said Magikarp, and I was like, please do not think Magikarp's a freaking starter Pokemon. I know, that's why I was
like, he's stupid.
Okay. True or false? In Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, you battle your rival, either Brendan or May, 4 times. But in Pokemon Emerald, you have an optional 5th battle. True or false?
Why did you make this a question?
It's a 50-50 shot.
True.
You have to be a Pokemon Master. It is true.
How would I ever know this?
I knew some of them were going to be up to chance. That's just what happens when you're a Pokemon Master. As of Generation 7, this is the next question, which is Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there has only been one type that a gym leader has never been. Meaning that out of all the Pokemon types, usually a gym leader is one of those types. But there is a singular type that has never been
true
for a gym leader. And that type is the ghost type.
True.
It's not true. It's false. The one type that a gym leader has never been is the dark type. But in Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I will say, they get rid of gym leaders and they have these island kahunas, they call them, which are essentially gym leaders, just rebranded, and one of them is dark type. But I'll let that slide. Question 8. We're almost there, Deanna.
Oh, good.
What types are weak to a steel type attack? As of Generation 7, which is Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, And by Generation 7...
You saying those titles? Not gonna help me.
By Generation 7, they added a new type called Fairy type. Just keep that in mind.
Just giving me a lot of eyes here.
First answer. A steel type attack is strong against rock, steel.
Wait, this is an answer?
This is multiple choice.
Okay.
And this is the first one on here, and you're going to tell me whether or not a steel type attack is strong against these types.
Okay.
It will do a lot of damage against these types.
So it's what it's strong against, not what it's weak. Okay.
Yes. A steel type move will be strong against rock, steel, dragon, ice. The next one. Well, do you want to say yes or no and we can go through them, or do you want to hear all of them first?
I'll hear all of them first.
Okay. Second one is rock, ice, and fairy. The third type, or the third option, poison, rock, and ice. And the last option is water, ground, and ice.
The fairy one.
Yes.
Thanks for the wink.
Fairy type is only weak against poison and steel. Fun fact. And it was meant to stop the OP dragon type from destroying everything because they were too strong. Question 9. What are the primary Pokemon the evil team grunts in Pokemon Black and White use? Is it Coughing, Zubat, and Patrat? Poochyena, Tentacool, and Numel? Zubat, Stunky, Carnivine, and Scorpy? Patrat, Purloin, Sandile, and Scraggy? Golbat, Electrike,
How many
and
options are
Croagunk?
there? Oh my god.
Or Raticate, Drowsy, Sandalette. Fun fact, I just took I went on Bulbapedia, which is where you find all this information on Pokemon stuff. And I literally just broke down each of the different teams from all of the different games. That's why there's so many options.
What was the question?
What are out of the Pokemon that I listed, what are the primary Pokemon that the evil team from Pokemon Black and White use, which is Generation 5?
What was the third one?
Zubat, Stunky, Carnivine, Scorpy.
The one after that.
Patrat, Purloin, Sandile, Scraggy. Nice. That's right, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, thanks. You totally didn't give me hints or anything.
Nope, definitely didn't do that.
The benefits of podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
No one can see you fake it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Here we go, Deanna.
Let's make sure breaks whether or not I get a 40.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so excited.
On average, this Pokemon type has the lowest base stat total as of Generation 7.
Okay.
Bug, flying, dark, or grass?
Grass.
Bug, flying, dark, or grass?
Bug.
Yes. You got it.
Why wouldn't it be grass?
Because bug type has been... So you know how you can have 2 types to a Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
There have been I won't say there haven't been any, but there are a severe lack of really strong legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, but bugs
that
got
have no bug
shells to them.
But I said base stat totals, which means just their stat distributions.
Oh.
How strong their HP is, their attack, their defense, and all that stuff.
But how would grass type be better? It's a
grass
plant.
type has been used tons of times for way more. There are way more grass type Pokemon than there are bug types, and there are a lot stronger grass types. Grass type is one of the starter Pokemon types, and starter Pokemon are traditionally stronger than most of the other Pokemon that you're gonna encounter. And bug type is a very early on type. That's a lot of weak Pokemon that level up quickly.
Well, I'm mad.
That's why.
Whatever. I don't like bugs anyway.
Unfortunately, Bug has had the least opportunities to be a type for really strong Pokemon compared to all of the other types.
Lame.
And once it loads, it will tell
Well,
me
what did I
your
get?
percentage is.
Oh. Well, it's going to be... No, but you had to put in right answers for some reason.
Mm-hmm. For 2 of them. I kept track. Jeez, why is this so slow?
Thanks, National Grid.
National
JK, what's
Grid.
our Wi-Fi? National Grid's electricity.
Settle down, phone. It's Motorola.
Oh, right. No, that's not our Wi-Fi provider, though.
Oh,
it's Cox.
Cox.
God dang it.
Cox! Come on. You can do it. Please load. Please clap. Thank you. It could also just be because we have so much electrical equipment in front of my laptop right now that it's just being dumb. This page isn't working.
Amazing.
You don't say, uquiz.com. That's also the website. Thanks a lot, uquiz, for making the page not work anymore.
What's your favorite fall treat while we wait?
Fall tree?
Treat.
Oh, I was like, what?
Who cares about a tree?
Treat? I don't know.
Caramel apples?
No, I don't like caramel.
Fun fact. I like throwing out these fun facts. Do
You
like
know what
pumpkin
else
spice?
is a fun fact? You switch between caramel and caramel about 50-50.
I know. I never know how I want to say it. Can't commit.
I think
It's like the one word I can't commit to.
it just happens when you're in a rush to say something, you'll say caramel because it's faster.
Yeah.
But then in that
Probably.
sense of like trying to fill up time, you're like caramel.
I'm not
apple.
filling up time. Who says
What are you
that?
talking about?
I like the way caramel sounds better. Also, it's appropriate because there's an A. Caramel
Exactly.
doesn't really make sense, but I still do it sometimes. Like,
I can
want to
understand.
say caramel apples, not caramel apples. That sounds wrong.
I understand it stems from like CAR being a car sound, and then people just like shortening the other A more
Like if they
and
do
more.
caramel or something.
Yeah. And then it
I've
just
never
like
heard
got
that, but-
shortened so much. I'm sure that's just what happens, like with other lingo. Okay, it's not loading.
I'm pretty sure I got like a 40.
I'm gonna say you got a 40.
Thanks.
So good job, Deanna.
I nailed it.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just wanted you to at least get one right, honestly. That was what I wanted
Did I
out
get
of this
one
quiz.
on my own at all?
Yeah.
Which one?
One of the earlier ones. I don't remember. I
Well,
closed
someone
out
will
of
keep
it.
track and refute that later. But now I got a personality one,
Yeah.
which
I'm
will be
hoping-
funnier because, well, no, this one was pretty funny because I don't know anything. But this will be funny in a different way.
Yes, it will.
Hey, would you rather have to eat 6 fish eyeballs or have to eat a small frog?
Wait, what was it? What was it?
Would you rather have to eat 6 fish eyeballs or have to eat a small frog?
Fish eyeballs.
Why?
Because eating a whole frog, like, is alive.
It doesn't specify.
Yeah, I just
If it was dead, would it
I
matter?
immediately jumped to it being live, and
Would
that
it
made
change
me
your
sad.
answer if it was dead? I would still take the eyeballs. They're smaller and they're easier.
That's why I would want to say.
But you also don't like fish, so that actually kind of surprises me. I've always wanted to try frog's legs. We should have done that for Halloween.
Should have done that in France.
We had snails in France.
We did.
Those were delicious.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, Tim did not like them.
I
But he
not
did
like
eat them. I thought they were amazing. They had pesto on them. Ugh, so good.
Pesto is the best part.
It tastes like chicken.
It tastes like
If
chicken.
you haven't had any, I would recommend it.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah. Hey, this one's easy. Would you rather have to sleep in a coffin or live in a giant pumpkin?
Live in a giant pumpkin?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to do that? That was such a
I guess
stupid
because like the
question.
pumpkin can rot, and then you're just without a home.
Like yours did?
Okay, didn't know we were bringing up sadness.
Tim's pumpkin was like...
Nah, fam, peace.
I checked on it the other day.
God, it smells so bad.
Oh my god. I checked on it the other day before we even carved. And I was like, oh. And Val and I were like... Val, our roommate. We were
Shout
just
out
like,
to Val.
oh, there's a spot on it. And I was like, that's weird. I went over to like touch it with my thumb, and my thumb just crashed through it. And it was like, and then I smelled my thumb, and it was like death itself.
It smelled bad.
I don't know why it was like that. We picked pumpkins from like a diseased patch, or it was just too late in the season. Didn't want to go that late.
Yeah,
we had to wait for everyone to be here one weekend, and no one was.
The timing was bad.
Timing was bad, but we got good pumpkins, size ones.
Yeah.
It was just that.
And shape.
Tim wanted one that was this massive one, and it had a little.
It's not really massive. It's just tall.
That's what I mean.
Well, massive makes it sound like I got like a 900 kilo
900
pumpkin.
kilos.
Yeah, see? I remember.
Well, yeah, Tim and Mike got the biggest pumpkins.
Shout outs to Mike.
We should have. I wish Frank had gotten that white one, that giant white one.
Yeah. That would have been awesome. Okay, this is loaded. Yay. Not your results, but the next quiz. Personality quiz. Finally. This time. And it is titled, Are you an air, water, fire, or earthbender?
Oh my god.
So let's see.
He's doing this to target me.
Let's see if Deanna's gonna be what she wants to be.
If I get air, I'm gonna be pissed.
And
it's like the only one I wouldn't want to be.
God, they're so fun. Just for the sake of anybody that's doubting my quiz, if I was like sabotaging my own quiz to say anything that wasn't fire, I can guarantee
I said I would probably be Earth. I just think fire's the coolest.
I made sure I had my notepad open, and I made sure I made an even amount of answers for each of the 4 different elements. Oh. For each question. And they are based closely around each of the question's answers.
Okay.
So it's not like this first one is how would you describe yourself? I didn't put strong as like not an earthbender.
Yeah.
Because like obviously they're brute force most of the time. So anyway, first question. How would you describe yourself? Strong, honest, funny, rational, quirky, cold, calm, or loyal?
Not calm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm pretty calm sometimes, but I wouldn't say that as my descriptor.
Right.
What was the second one?
Honest.
It was strong, honest.
Funny.
Oh, I'm funny. I'm going to say loyal.
Loyal, I knew it.
Yeah, I've said that for many things, but I would say that.
Good answer. Good answer.
Tim just knows all. See, Tim knows me so well, so he could have set this quiz up.
I really could have,
but be what he wanted it to be.
Yeah, I did not. Okay, how do you think your friends view you? I randomized these. Not like the order of them. And the first one was supposed to be the last one. The first one is, I have no friends. You know how the quizzes always go, where like the last one just goes against the question itself.
Yeah.
I have no friends. Mysterious. Cool. Awkward/shy.
No.
Honest. Clumsy. Or down for anything.
What? I was going to say funny.
See, I wanted to change them up though, so it wouldn't be the exact same. So
I don't
you wouldn't
have
double
friends because I do.
Yeah.
I'm not down for anything. I am, but like not anything. I've been more recently down for anything. But what are the other things? Honest,
clumsy, awkward, cool, mysterious.
I'm not mysterious. I'm not cool.
Yeah, what one would you pick?
I'm not. I don't know how honest I am. I guess. Wait, I'm gonna go with... God, am I really down for anything, though? I feel like I'm pretty easygoing when people ask me if I want to do something. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with down for anything.
I thought you would choose that one. Just because all the girls have been asking you to do more and more things, and you're doing a lot more things now.
Yeah. I don't say no very much anymore.
If you had to pick an activity, what would it be?
Oh, good.
Swim.
No.
Down for anything.
No, not swim.
Amusement park.
Ooh.
Ski or snowboard.
No.
Hike or camp.
No.
Or
you
funny
just threw
enough,
that in to be annoying.
No, I threw them in based on the show.
Oh.
And rock climb.
Rock climb.
Good answer.
We just did that today.
Yeah, we did.
Woo!
I mean, I didn't, but you guys did.
Oh.
I took
Back
pictures.
spasm.
Yeah. The worst thing in the world is having your back thrown out in the morning the same
just from
day
standing.
you were gonna... Yeah, just from standing.
Looking at some bacon.
Yeah. Maybe that's what happened. My body had a reaction to smelling delicious bacon and just like seized up. Question 4. Pick an animal. Badger mole, dragon, bison, or fish?
Dragon.
I would pick dragon too.
Yeah.
My first stuffed animal that I had when I was a wee lad was a dragon that my sister got me.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Look at her loving you.
You could call it that. Next question. Which do you fear dying from the most?
Oh, God.
Drowning, burned alive, stranded with no food or water, or crushed to death?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I really don't want to drown, but...
It's pick your poison.
I don't like any of these.
They're all very bad.
Burned alive is just like... At least it'd be cool, though.
At least I'd go out with a bang. Put on a light show for everybody.
Yeah, but it was rated as like
it's like the most painful way to die. Yes, because you're physically feeling your nervous system chemically change to its most basic form of carbon. Which is like the worst way.
Without food or water, God, I feel like it'd be so mean. I would hate to be without food. I'm not a very pleasant person.
Yeah, but you're stranded, so I mean, you're only unpleasant to yourself.
Oh, that's worse. I don't like being alone.
Exactly.
And then I got no one to
dying
complain
alone
to.
about not having any food. You're like, oh God,
what do I do now?
monkey! Can't you? And you're like, that's not a monkey. That's a palm tree.
What is it? Stranded without food. What was the last one?
Crushed.
Ooh, that also sounds terrible. But at least it'd be instant, so I'm okay with that.
Well, I figured it would be like all of these. You would feel the pain before you die.
Oh,
like crush would be like either a car accident.
That.
You're like feeling all your bones like crush, and you're just like kind of just bleeding out, and you're like, oh God.
So all of these are like a time.
All these are morbid. None of these are like an easy way out.
I still gotta say drowning because I really don't like water.
Drowning. Interesting answer. No.
I don't like boats, man. My mom's been trying to get me to go on a cruise for years.
Yeah.
And I just keep going, if you force me to.
I guess if you really want me to, but I'm not going to bring it up ever again.
Everyone should go on Titanic, too. That's totally a good idea.
Yes. Next question is, what is your favorite Power Ranger?
Why? Okay.
Because when I made these quizzes, I distinctly remember I put this question in one of them for some reason. Blue, silver, the evil ones, because there were some evil ones. Red, any of them, honestly, or green.
Any of them, honestly.
I preemptively clicked that one.
Because I did not watch
Red Ranger was the coolest one, except Silver Ranger was also like the underdog cool one.
I was going to pick Silver anyway.
Silver was the one that just always
choice.
came in out of nowhere and was just like the strongest and would just always come in to save the day.
My sister
and then he became part of the team.
I think she was a Pink Ranger.
Pink Ranger was also good. Pink was better than yellow.
Yeah, I think she was pink for Halloween or something. I don't remember, actually.
We could have teamed up. I was red.
It was when she was a kid.
Same. We could have teamed up. Kid Power Rangers. The last question. What do you value most?
Oh, Jesus.
My friends, my future, my desires, my possessions, my honor, my loyalty, or my heritage?
My friends.
So pop punk of you. I never knew you were going to choose that one.
I should have known you would say that. That was a pretty easy one.
My friends come first. That's the bottom line.
Oh my God, don't quote him.
Now let's see if this actually gives us something.
You're going to be disappointed.
I'm going to be very disappointed if it does not load, but I made sure that I closed out of the already open tab I had of the quizzes and then opened it again to see if it was just a matter of like...
What do you think it'll be?
Too long. I think it will be a toss-up between fire and earth, honestly. Based on the way you answered it.
I was thinking that because I said drowning.
Yeah. With those, I tried to pick like the opposites or like the power that would help you in those cases.
Yeah. I figured that's what your thought process was. See, it helps knowing the quizmaster.
The quizmaster.
I saw his rationale. I didn't pick drowning, though, because of that. I was honestly torn between that and the food one.
The food one.
Yeah.
Yeah, being stranded is never fun. And starving to death.
Yeah, my two favorite things are to be around people and to eat. You just took them both away from me.
Okay. I got onto the editing thing, so
Oh,
I
so
can
you
just
can
go through and see.
Alright, so you're going to cut back in now?
Yes. I'm cutting back. I got the questions up again, except I'm in
Technical
the
difficulties.
quiz. I'm in the quiz maker's point of view, so I can see the answers to what personality was assigned to what question.
Okay.
So,
mine also didn't work for this.
You said loyal.
Do you need me
for
to
the first question?
Put down what it is?
No.
Okay.
How do friends view you?
Guys, we're so close. I'm clearly going to know who I am.
Down
now.
for anything. Actually, I'm going to notepad this. So I don't have to keep count on my hands.
That's why I asked if you wanted me to do it.
No. I know you're definitely an earthbender or a firebender.
Haha! The two that I wanted to be!
Haha!
I broke the system. Not broke it, I played the system. Because I knew.
You said dragon. Okay. Which feared you dying? You said drowning? Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was for airbender.
No, why would you say that?
Because I figured air. You would just put air in your mouth and then you're fine.
Oh, I was
Then
thinking...
it would stop you from drowning. You said any... Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Some of them I just put like all of the benders, like favorite Power Ranger, I said any of them. So I just put all 4 benders on there. Because that's not a personality trait if you think all of them. And then you said friends for what do you value most?
What was that?
Air, water, earth.
I thought
Everyone that's not fire because Prince Zuko's a dick until the end.
He's not the only firebender.
Yeah, but they're all selfish and they're all just about power, except his uncle, which is about peace. Okay. The results
Finally
are in, and Deanna overwhelmingly got Earthbender.
Yeah. Told you.
A close second was Firebender, and a third was Airbender.
That's depressing. But see how bottom low water was? I don't like
You
water.
didn't even choose one that had water. Unless it was one of the answers that has all of them.
See? It's because I hate water.
Yeah, but
like
imagine controlling something you hate.
No.
It's like Batman.
I got Earthbender. See, I said I thought I would most likely be that. I mean, I'm going based off of your just random 10-question quiz, or 7.
And then I wrote Earthbender. Strong, endure, manifest, diverse, reactionary. You tend to listen and wait for an opportune moment to strike against your foe. You are strong enough to withstand attacks until you find an opening to dish them out. You can adapt very quickly, but your main style is dictated by your physique. It's written all over you. You are an open book to some, but you do love to connect and share ideas with others, growing in friendship and knowledge.
Aww, how cute.
Mm-hmm. And then I have a picture of Toph lifting up a rock.
Aww. And then I can do metal bending.
Yeah, you can.
I said that very word. Metal bending.
Then I can do metal bending. There you go. Deanna's not well versed in Pokemon, but is an earthbender.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That was the result I wanted.
If you want to take the quiz yourself,
Don't.
I don't know how you're going to find it, because on UQuiz, apparently, it's just bad.
You can't find it. It's dead.
Yeah. I don't know. I published it. I can share the URL.
Well then. Well, I'm glad we found out some good info.
In short, your quiz is very unlikely to go viral without these key ingredients.
Wow.
A background image, that's really what's going to make it viral.
All right. Well, I'm very glad that I got to be what I wanted to be.
Hell yeah.
Clearly, I'm so self-aware. I've got a final Would You Rather. That's Halloween themed.
Alright, let's hear it.
Would you rather be caught in a nightmare dream state with Freddy Krueger and his sharp glove,
I've heard this one.
or be trapped in your house with Michael Myers and his knife? And I'm catering this to the fact that we saw the new Halloween movie last week.
It was good.
We've been
I
trying to
liked it.
keep up with our Halloween activities. Did some pumpkin picking. Saw a scary movie. What else? Corn maze.
We did the corn maze. We...
Halloween party was yesterday.
Yeah.
We did something else.
That's like the majority of what we did.
Thought I did something else.
We never made the apples
carved
into
pumpkins.
caramel apples.
Oh,
But
we went apple picking.
yeah, we did that.
We've been doing a lot of stuff every weekend.
Ate apple cider donuts when we went apple picking. Those were
But anyway.
amazing.
We saw the movie last week, so I thought it was only fitting to bring it back up.
This is not sponsored by
Yeah, so there's,
Bloomhouse's 2018 Halloween.
it was good. I got a tension headache from how stressed out I was. I wasn't even scared. I was just stressed.
Deanna also just gets stressed at thrillers in general.
Yeah,
So it's
the anticipation.
not saying too much, but it is saying something.
Yeah.
They do a lot of things very well. The whole like one shot of him going through the houses
spoilers?
and
I'm kidding.
well, guess what? Michael Myers is gonna kill people.
Wow.
And there's a really nice one shot in the movie, and by one shot I mean a continuous shot where they don't change any angles, and it's just like a third person perspective of just going through two houses and murdering people. I thought that was like a really cool cinematic experience. Yeah, it was really nice. But yeah, apparently they're making a sequel. You could be a part of it with this Would You Rather, maybe.
Ooh. I haven't seen Nightmare on Elm Street in a long time.
Last time I saw was when we saw it, freshman year.
We watched Nightmare on Elm Street together?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did we make fun of Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Okay,
We watched it up in Skylar's suite.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So
I would say I'd deal with Michael Myers as opposed to Freddy.
So, okay. I thought that too, but then I checked when I was reading
I
this.
checked this.
Because I was like, at least Michael Myers is like in the real world. But then I forgot, like, the whole point of Freddy is that he can come into the real world. Because that was the thing with the girl, is that she brought him out.
Yeah.
And he's human in the real world. So you have a better chance of killing him.
But the thing is...
Because Michael Myers has like super strength. Yeah, but he has super strength.
Yeah, but Freddy Krueger can psychologically damage you by keeping you up all night, and then you're just weak and you can't do anything, and he has weapons on him.
But I could like play it off that it's like a dream, at least.
But then you die in your dream, and then you can't get any sleep.
Just like that girl did.
Then you have to rely on your friends, and then you're gonna always be... Then he messes with your reality in the real world of like, is that Freddy? Is that not? And then you just get pulled between real life and your dream state, and then they become one and the same, and then he just
So you're
gets
saying
you
I
to sleep.
should choose Michael Myers just so I don't suffer?
Because Michael Myers is already a human being, and with the new movie taking place 40 years later, he's 60 years old.
Yeah, and he's still a menace.
But what they don't do, spoilers, but not really spoilers, it's what they don't do, spoilers, is they don't just, like, take a shotgun to his head.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Because every time they shoot, it's always from a distance, and, like, he is just so driven to kill that just, like, pain doesn't hurt him. But if you stop him, like a zombie, where their motor function and everything and his living capabilities is in his head, then he dies. I have a much better chance at that if I get a full good night's rest of sleep and then go out to kill someone, as opposed to go into my dream and try to kill somebody that has swords on their fingers, essentially.
True. Also, he's like completely...
And he doesn't try fucking with you by, like, being all like, yeah, I'm playing games with you, and, like, I don't like when people, like, try to get in my head like that and, like, make voices
at
at
least
me.
Michael Myers doesn't talk.
He's quiet. He's just like, here I am, I got a knife. And you're like, here I am, I bought a shotgun. And you're just like, boom.
Okay.
As long as you're competent.
Except for the fact that he, like, turned that guy into a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, you just don't let him... The thing is, with him, he needs to be in close range. Or needs a way to get close to you very quickly. Whereas with Freddy Krueger, if you're in a dream, he can just teleport anywhere.
It wasn't really teleportation.
It was. He would just, like... She would turn around, he'd be gone, and then she would turn around again, she would slice his throat. Slice her throat. Or he would, like, be in the shadows, and then all of a sudden, like, come out on, like, unprecedented.
At least he's not wearing red and green striped shirt like a freak.
The 80s.
And ripping off Edward Scissorhands.
Didn't he come later?
Yeah, he did. I was hoping you would point it out.
It's like, I don't know about that one. I don't know if I go that far. Yeah, Freddy's just a derivative of good old Edward Scissorhands.
God.
Not original. Michael Myers for the win.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah. We agree. I hate that we're agreeing now. We literally never agree on these things, but suddenly.
I feel like we agree more than you think. It's just that the disagreements make it seem like we disagree a lot more because we have to...
They're more drawn out.
Yeah, we have to, like, evaluate where we're coming from and what we prioritize in our decision. And then it just always boils down to, like, I just want it to be this way.
Hey, stop.
Stop.
I have good reasonings. That was our Halloween podcast.
Ooh.
So spooky.
Spooky.
Forgive us for not doing one for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we got,
Dusting off the dust.
Dusting.
Brushing off the dust off the mics.
That makes sense. I understand where they get that action from.
Yeah, dusting off the dust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we'll hopefully be around sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And not pick this up at the end of winter break.
Regardless, we'll definitely probably still have Halloween decorations still up because I love them.
Can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
To continue.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the long.
And short of it, a lot longer this episode, though.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
I'll be cutting out a lot of stuff.
Yeah. A lot of our bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Deanna.
I am Tim.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be very soon.
Yeah.
We'll try to get back on top of things.
Yeah. Bye.
Until next time, stay spooky. Spooky tits.
There's a quiz called How Fat Are You? And then parentheses, extremely accurate. And then other parentheses, pictures included. What does that mean? What is your favorite food? Cake, cupcake, wedding cake, or urinal cake?
Ew.
Urinal cake.